Hi, everyone. Today, I want us to talk about a very common word integrity. When we talk about integrity, many of us think it's about the big things and the major things of life. But I want to talk to us today about a very tiny, minor part of integrity, which is what I captioned integrity in small things. Because you see, what you consider a small thing and very insignificant may be the very reason someone considers you as a person who lacks integrity. Because when it comes to integrity, everything is at stake: your words, your behavior, your actions, and everything about your personality is at stake. The way you talk may just cause someone to distrust you. The way you acted one time, it may be a joke, it may be insignificant, it may just throw someone off concerning their perception about you. Integrity has to do with every word that comes out of your mouth, every action you take, every decision you make. Let's say, for example, you come over to somebody and say, I please, I need your help, assistance starting a business. I want to start a business. This is the business I want to start. I need an assistance from you to start the business. And the person asks, how much do you need? And you said, I need maybe $1,000 with assistance, or yes, $500 or so. And the person gives you that money. The purpose of giving that money to you is tacked to a certain aspect, and that money has a name tag: business assistance. And then you take that money from the person and you go away, and suddenly your rent is past due. Suddenly your bills are past due. And you take that money which the person gave you and paid your rent, which is a great thing. You don't want to be homeless. You don't want your lights to be cut off. It is a great thing. And then 3 months down the road, the person sees you. How is the business going? Oh, no, I haven't started the business. What? Why haven't you started the business? And then you say, well, because I am still short of money. But I thought I gave you money last time. And you say, yes, you did, but my rents were due, my bills were due, and I didn't have anything. So I paid it with the money you assisted me. And the person will go, okay, oh, I see, I understand. What you've just done is you've broken the trust, and you are no longer considered a person of integrity. Did you lie about paying your bills? No. Did you lie about your rents? No. Was it a good cause? Yes. But what caused that lack of trust was that the words you gave, the premise on which that money was given to you, was not for your bills, was not for your mortgage, was not for your car note, was not for your baby, was not for your school fee. It was for the business. So you've now become a person who lacks integrity in your words. You know, a very interesting scripture happens in the book of Judges, chapter 11, from verse 30 to 40. Jephthah goes out to war, and as he's going out to war, he makes a statement to the Lord. I'm sure it was a blanket statement because it was something that never crossed his mind. And he said, Lord, as I go out to battle, if you give me victory, when I return, whatever steps out of my house first, I will offer it to you as a sacrifice. Went to war, got great victory, and came back rejoicing. Jephthah has destroyed the enemies. And as he's reaching and approaching his home, and behold, his daughter runs out and gives him a big hug, and everyone is celebrating. And Jephthah immediately began to cry. Why? Because his words had been offered to the Lord. Jephthah, being a man of integrity, went ahead to offer his daughter unto the Lord. He could have said, I've won the battle already. I would just go ahead and select the best of my calves, the best of my cattle, and offer to the Lord instead of my daughter. But that would cause a distrust with his words. He offered the exact same thing he promised that he was going to offer. That's integrity. If you request help for a tuition, let that money be used for tuition. If you requested help to build a church, let that money be used to build a church. If you requested money to buy instruments, let that money be used for instruments. If you requested money to renovate your home, let it be used for the purpose for which it was requested. If for any reason you've already taken care of the need for which you requested the money, integrity will tell you you should go back to the giver of that money and tell them, I no longer need it for this cause, but there is another need. We had requested money to paint the church, but right now the church has been painted by someone, but we still need assistance with getting instruments. Do we have your permission to move this money from painting of the building to buying equipment? That is integrity, because everything about you has to be transparent, and that's where trust is built. And if you live your life in such a way where even the little things that come out of your mouth, like Jephthah, whatever comes out of my house, you would keep to it. That's where you build trust with those you deal with. You build trust with those who look up to you. And men can look at you and say, I can vouch for this person because he or she is a man or a woman of his words. It may be very insignificant, but what you've just done is that you've told the world that you are a man and a woman of integrity. Have integrity, even in the minor things that look so insignificant, because even the little things that you think are insignificant can become the very reason someone will never trust you in life.